morning, creator. How are we doing? It's been a while since I've been on the Facebook page here and doing a live, but I've just been patiently waiting for my new transfers to arrive. They're due to come in tomorrow, so I'm excited. I have some projects partly done and waiting for some transfers to come in and finish them up. But I thought I'd show you kind of a little bit what I've been doing, talk about our club Couture, show you that piece, and maybe we'll do a little chalking. I got a pile of stuff. I have actually piles all around me of stuff that I've prepped. Maybe I've painted it and I'm gonna chalk on them today and tomorrow, or I'm just waiting on those new transfers to come. So anyway, so I am in my I call them my work clothes, my painting clothes, and I don't really have any makeup on or anything, so not looking the best, but I just wanted to hop on and show you what I've been working on and talk about our fantastic Club Couture this month. Is super popular, and I have a little video on my Odessa Rose page of some of the projects that designers have done across Canada and US, and to give different ideas of what you can do with this transfer. You can join Club Couture at any time, but when you actually join your prescription, you're going to get it the next month. But you do have the opportunity to buy this month's transfer when you sign up. And if you remember, you're going to get a transfer every month plus 3 paste packets, and that's what these are. They're just enough paste to do a couple projects with, and they'll send that to you in the mail for $19.99 a month with free shipping on that. When you sign up, let me show you that. We have our beautiful new website now also. Let me get to that. Here's our pretty new website. Right up above here is the shop tab, Club Couture. You can flip through this catalog, which I have a paper copy of. It talks about what we do and how to become a designer yourself. So we're going to click on Club Couture, and here it talks about receiving the Club Couture. There's a video there to watch on what Club Couture is all about. And then you will, if you click subscribe, you'll see the option to buy our Kickstart kit, which is a couple surfaces, one of them being a magnetic board, which is great, especially like this. If you put this on a magnetic board like this, you could add little magnets, like maybe you just have a wreath and you want to add a little snowman or hearts for Valentine's Day, just a little magnet that you could add. So that's a fun reason to have a magnetic board. And then you're going to get some board erasers, some squeegees, and a jar of white paste. So you'll always have white. And then you have the opportunity here to buy the current month's subscription, which already went out to everybody that were already club members or designers. But you have the opportunity to buy the current month, which right now is this one. But then your $19.99 per month subscription starts in March shipment. So that's what Club Couture is all about. Super fun way to start chalking, or just to be a little creative project every month. And remember, our transfers are reusable. So I'm used this once, I washed it, I put it away, and then I will use it over and over. Some people have taken each letter and put it on a block, so they have blocks that spell home, or little house cutouts. There's all kinds of things you can do with our transfers, and they're even usable on fabric with ink. We have an ink product that we sell along with our chalk paste product, so you can use our silk screens for clothing, shirts. On the back of my shirt here, I silk screened on this with ink and heat set it and became permanent. So all kinds of things you can do with our Chalk Couture silk screen transfers. If you're not in the know about that and you want more information, message me and I'll be glad to help you out. And Okay, back to Facebook. I should probably see who's joining me. I have 9 people. Swipe to the left. Hi, Lori. I'm gonna set this up where I can watch it while I work. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do here today, but it's been a while since I've been on, and I thought I should probably get on and talk to you all since it's been a while. Let's set this aside. I don't need that, I don't think. So yeah, say hello. Yeah, I'm waiting for my new transfers. This is our newest catalog with all the new and current transfers. Well, there's even other transfers you can order off the website, but these are the ones that are going forward for the season and the new ones. And then here's all our paste and ink colors that you can get. And this is just fun to flip through. You can do that on the website also, which is chalkcouture.com/Odessa Rose, which is me. Odessa Rose Creates is my craft company, and that was named after my grandmothers. So my name is Robin, and my grandmothers were Odessa Rose, Carrie Odessa and Mary Rosella. So that's how I named Odessa Rose. So I just wanted to show you Club Couture first. So let's set that down. And also with joining the club, they'll have Chalk Couture offers discounts throughout the year. And right now, this month, if you are a member this month, you get 20% off chalk paste, which is a good deal. You have to make sure you order through my site, of course, and then you should already have that discount on that site for you as you log in as the customer. So that's a pretty awesome deal. And then also be a part of my VIP group, which is for customers only. Other designers can't be in other designers' VIP groups, so don't even ask. I know some of you even ask, and I know your daughter's a designer or whatever. I don't have any, it's not any big secret in my VIP group. I just, talk to my customers and give them, once in a while I'll give them a promotion if they purchase, but I don't have any, it's not any big secret. I know a lot of designers try to get in my group, but it's not that big of a deal. So, but I do like to have my customers on there, and then I can offer them discounts also. So, I'm going to put this away. I have been kind of working on some Easter things. This is one set of these eggs. Now, these are not the Chalk Couture eggs. I had some of those coming. They're all smaller, probably closer to this size. And what I'm talking about, if you don't know, in our new catalog, we have some cutout shapes. In the fall, we had Christmas trees and pumpkins. Now we have these Easter eggs and these little house shapes. And those are going to be perfect for doing classes. But that's what these are, and they come with patterns to go on them. But in the meantime, I ordered some, they came unfinished wood I ordered them from Darice, I don't know how you pronounce it, Darice, I believe. It's a craft supply company. You do have to have a wholesale tax ID number to order from them, and then you probably, I don't remember if there's probably is a minimum order of how much you have to order dollar-wise. And then a lot of things come in, like you can't just buy one set. You may have to buy 3 sets or 6 sets. So you have to order the quantity that is required. So, you're going to end up ordering quite a bit. So if you're just looking to buy one set of these, then you need to go to a craft store and buy them. But if you're going to do a whole bunch, then that might be the way to go. So this is one set I did. So again, they came unfinished, and I just kind of whitewashed them or color washed them. Usually I just use a craft paint. With these I did just the cheap little craft paints that you can buy. I use a very wet brush and brush it on, and sometimes I'll blend in colors to give a little bit more dimension. And then with these, I mean, you probably can't tell, but they have a overall shimmer to them, because I took a gold shimmer craft paint, and again with a wet brush, and just brushed over it. Before I chalked, I brushed over it, and it gives it that shimmer. And then I chalked on the patterns with the silk screens with gold. All these have gold shimmer chalk paste on them. And then I antiqued them a little bit with the distressed stain. Distressed ink. You can get that, I got it through Amazon, but some craft stores carry it in a little dabber, and you just darken the edges to antique it a little bit. And then usually I will wax over all my finished products unless it's a chalkboard that I want to erase. And then I use my chalk paste, or I mean my wax paste by Minwax. It's a finishing wax. And once that hardens and dries and hardens, it seals in and protects your chalk. I mean, obviously, most of you probably know that once your chalk paste is dry, you can touch it. It's not like regular chalk that's gonna brush off on your hand. It dries, but I just usually protect mine with the wax paste. Since I'm going to be selling them, I want them to be protected a little bit. So this was one of my sets of eggs, and I'm getting ready to start another set down here. I think we'll start to work on here in a little bit, and then I have another set that I painted. I'm going to do more in this color scheme. I kind of usually pick out a color scheme and work with the colors that I paint the eggs with. So, and this was these pieces, this board, and this I got from Doris also. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But the bunnies, it was just an MDF cutout, and I had to get 3 of them. So this is 1 and 2, and then I have another one I painted white that I'll work on another board. And then I got these from there, and I think I ordered 6 of these. And I just, again, whitewash painted the board. And then I painted this one white, and I silk screened the pattern over it. Again, stained it and waxed it. And a lot of my projects I'll use the dark wax, which also antiques your items. And then, or if I want to keep it the color true, then I'll use the natural wax that has no stain in it. I loved how this bunny turned out. I water brushed on some different shades of brown and a little bit of black, and it really gave it some good coloring. I think he looks pretty handsome. I like that. And I actually painted the edge black on this one. This one I didn't paint the edge at all. And then I took these little strips that we happen to have in my scrap pile of wood and glued them to the back of the bunny, and then I glued that with E6000 to my board. So it just kind of pops them out a little bit. And then this is just a tag, and then I did the beat on this tag, and then I made this Farm Fresh carrot sign. These kind of coordinate, and it has carrot pattern and the Farm Fresh, and actually there's a polka dot pattern in the background on top of the purple paint, which was just craft paint. Usually I use craft paint or my Fusion Mineral Paint. If I'm doing a big area, I'll use my Fusion Mineral Paint. So I'm going to set these down. And I probably won't work on this while we're live because I got to paint this board. And but I'm going to have it coordinating with these eggs down here. So I'll be using the green and the melon color. These were done with, this might have been done with Fusion Mineral Paint, watered down. Just watered it with white, and then I washed this, color washed this with some green, and that little bit of that white came through. Because I just used the same brush, I just kind of get it wet again, and I just blend the colors. This was actually, I didn't have this color in a craft paint, and I wanted to use this guava, and this is my color scheme. The brown, guava, green, and white is what I'm going to work with on these. So I wanted my egg to be in the guava. So I got a little bit of this, wet it down so it's more like a watercolor paint, and then brush this on with a wet brush. It still has a little bit of the white in it, and it gave it some dimension. I always put a little bit of color on the back too, just so they're not unfinished, in case they're sitting on a sofa table or something that you would see the back. So I like to finish the back with the paint color also. Okay, so my idea on this is I will probably paint this in white and green stripe and some of this guava color, and we'll see what I come up with on that. So I'm going to say hi to everybody. Hi Lori, hi Roxanne, and hi Shane. How are y'all doing today? I don't really know. I don't have a set plan for these eggs, other than I kind of want to work with the ferns and palms and maybe a little bunny on the eggs. I was thinking about putting a cross on one of the eggs also, but I have the old crosses, and I don't think I ordered the new crosses. So I might end up, if I even do that, I might end up painting one on, or something, I don't know. Well, I probably won't chalk too much on my live, because I don't really have a set plan on what I wanted to do. I basically wanted to talk about Club Couture and go take a look at our new catalog online. I'm super thirsty today. So let me set this down. And let's get started. Like I said, I bet I didn't even find my fern yet. Gotta look in my box. See if I can find it. I love that fern. It's probably one of my favorite things. I don't think I got it out. So the sun was shining this morning. It still is. And it only means one thing. I can see all the dust on my wood floor. I'm like, oh, I really should clean, but I really wanted to get down here and get working. I have a show. My first show is March 7th. So I need to get stuff done. And I guess that can wait, right? Where's my fern? Oh, goodness. I don't think I got it out. I got the palms out. Do this again. It should be in here. Sorry. It's taking so long. Who knows, I might find another idea as I'm flipping through here. This would be cute, and then put the little build a bunny in the middle instead of the fox. That might be kind of fun. Throw that out there for an idea. I have lots and lots of transfers, and these are just some of the size B's, the everyday ones, not the holiday ones. The butterflies are cute to use also on the spring items if you don't have the butterflies. I think it'd be towards the top. Oh goodness. I don't know what I did with it. These are supposed to be the holiday ones. These are fall. I don't know where it went. Oh well. Maybe we'll do this fox, and then I won't do the actual fox, and then I'll put a Build-A-Bunny in there. I might do the Build-A-Bunny first. The Build-A-Bunny is an older transfer. They didn't have a lot of Easter ones this year, other than the cutouts and some crosses. This would be kind of cute bunny. This one's sitting, is cute. And different ones, and they're in different positions. One's standing, he is looking over. I'm kind of like I had in mind. This one's standing. There's another one sitting. That's cute too. So, all right, let's take a look. I think he's gonna have to be a short one. So either this one, I think I'm gonna do this one. We'll put him in there instead of the fox. Okay. We'll put him on that large egg. Who else is watching today? Say hello. Yep. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, let's do this side. And we're going to do a brown bunny. I think we need a brown bunny. I'm going to put the brown bunny on first, and then let's kind of see how this is going to mostly fit on there, I think. Bring it down some. Hi, Tonda. Good morning. I don't really have any set plan on what I'm doing like I usually do. Let's see where this is going to be landing, and then we'll get our bunny in the place we want it. So I'm probably going to do all these in greens, and then we'll do the bunny in brown, because again I'm sticking with this color scheme with brown because of the other brown bunny that I did. And we'll do on that sign. Okay, so this bunny needs to be right in there. So I'm just going to try to find the right place for it. Just to see. It's hard to see him through there, but I think that looks pretty good. Okay, we'll save that for a little bit. Let's put our bunny on. Get him on straight. This is from the Build-A-Bunny. I think he actually has another layer that you can put on after you're done with this one, and you can make the ears pink and his belly another color, white or something. Alright, let's find our brown. Bark. I also make a darker brown. Chocolate. We used to have this chocolate color, and now I just make it with bark and a little bit of black. So I have two shades of brown, the chocolate and the bark. And this, like I said, I have to make this now with bark and a little bit of black. So I have a darker chocolate color. And I'm just kind of going to do both of them on the bunny to give him some dimension. And you can see. Both of these are in pretty good shape, but we're ready to go on them. All right. So I may just just going to blop some of the lighter brown on, and then I'm going to put my squeegee in the darker brown and just kind of blend it as I squeegee over the screen. Put the extra back in the jar. Make sure I got his tips of his ears done. Looks good. And we'll pick that up. And there's our brown bunny. I got my little water down here. I'm just gonna stick them in. Okay. All right, so let's, I might leave some of the brown out. I might put a little bit of brown in our greenery just to give it, again, dimension. Or maybe I'll do two shades. I'll do 2 shades of green for sure. Let's kind of dry this bunny up so we can put the next layer on. I think I will try to find his ears and tummy. It's been a while since I worked with the Build a Bunny. Here it is. His feet. So you can do his eyes and his ears and bottoms of his feet. Which I'll probably do those in a light peachy pink color. And then just do his ear or his eyes in, how about let's do them in black. I know sometimes rabbits have red, pink eyes, but that's usually with the white rabbit, I think. So, all right, let's line these guys up. Let's see. Oh, those spots are his cheeks. So we could do it all in pink. Yeah, that's what it is. Those are his cheeks. I think we better drop them down a little bit. I can see the bunny through the blue part of the transfer, so I'm getting it lined up pretty well. Let's just use maybe some peachy keen on him, or I thought I had a really light pink. Maybe it's just this peachy keen. That will work. It's a little thick, but just for this little bit that we're doing, we don't need to get it much thinner. All right. He's super cute. That gives him a little bit more character. See that? So cute. Now we need to dry it, and we'll put the wreath around him. Hi, Shelly. All right, so we're going to take this, I think this is called Foxy. Yep, Foxy. And we're going to use the wreath of him and not do the fox part on top of the bunny. But I'm going to make sure this is dry. Dry it. You can definitely use a hairdryer. This is a heat gun that I had bought years and years ago for embossing on stationery and whatnot. but now I use it to dry that. I used to use a hair dryer, but it's a little bit louder than that, so when I'm on live, maybe it's not gonna be quite so loud. So I think I can get the majority of the wreath on here. And maybe I'm gonna come up just a little bit. Just so he's kind of centered more. Okay, so we're just gonna do right around here. And we need to pull some greens. So probably honeydew. Again, I don't know if all these are current sages, I think. Let's see if honeydew is. I have a lot of colors and they don't always stay current. They bring out different shades. So right now in green we have sage, meadow, and pesto. And then they have this season only, they'll have a spring zing, which is a really bright, almost neon green. But this honeydew, I'm going to use honeydew, which is this color, and sage. I'm just going to do a mixture of greens and pesto probably. And I don't know if I have meadow. I might have ordered that actually, because it's a nice medium green, regular kind of a green. Kelly green maybe. Okay, so my workspace is getting smaller and smaller. So if you're just joining, I am working on a set of Easter eggs. Small, medium, large. We have a large one under here. I put a little bunny on it, and then I'm using this fox transfer. There's a fox on it, but I'm not going to chalk the fox part. I'm just going to chalk the circular plants around him in this wreath. And we're kind of sticking with the color scheme of brown, guava, and greens, and white, off-white. Okay, so again, I'm going to do, just bring in different colors of green around, and we'll just kind of blend them as we squeegee them over. Okay. I'm gonna grab some sage on my squeegee, and then we'll just kind of, I like kind of do this swirling. And I'm just going to try to get as much greenery as I can without touching the fox part of this transfer. Kind of hard because he's kind of woven in amongst the greenery. This is a good way of showing you how you can take older transfers that you've collected and incorporate them into new ideas, new designs. Just scraping it down, getting some of the extra chalk paste off, and just scraping it back into one of the jars here. Okay. Let's just pick it up. Not that turned out really pretty. I'm gonna lay this in my water because I will wash our silk screens and reuse them. It turned out pretty cute. And we could even, like I might even dot in, like take a Q-tip and dot in some of the guava color to bring that color into here, like to make it look like berries around it. Might do that. It turned out really pretty. If you can see it. Hi Beverly. Where did you get the eggs? I ordered these eggs from the Darice, D-A-R-I-C-E. It's a craft supply company. You do have to have a retail sales tax number to order from them. They're a wholesale company. And there's probably a minimum order. I don't remember what it is. And like these set of eggs, you had to order either 3. I think I got 6 sets, but there's a minimum order. Like you probably had to order 3 or maybe it was 6. So it's a wholesale company. Otherwise, you could probably find them at craft stores because you'll see their product at craft stores. So but that's where I got them because I ordered 6 sets to make up for the craft show. So this was one of my sets I showed earlier. Those are these, and you'll have to go back. I talk about how I created them, and then there's another set I have showing on my page, done up in the what do they call that? Pattern. Anyway, so now I'm doing these. These are going to coordinate with another rabbit sign I'm making. These boards I also got from there. D-A-R-I-C-E. It's right there. I don't know if you can see it. That's the name, D-A-R-I-C-E. I got these rabbits. They're MDF cutouts. You had to order 3 of them. And I've already done one sign with these. I'll have to paint this board. But these are going to coordinate. They're going to be in these colors when I'm done. I'll have to paint this board yet. And attach him. And then I'm going to put some kind of a chalking. And I'm probably will pattern him also with a silk screen like I did this guy. It's the same idea. So that started out unfinished, and then I whitewashed the board with wet craft paint. I just use a wet brush and apply it so it kind of stains it where you can see the grain coming through. And then I did these to coordinate, but I'm going to use these eggs to coordinate with the other sign, with the brown bunny. And he turned out really pretty. This was just with 2 shades of brown and black, and I just watercolored in the coloring. It gave him some really neat dimension to his coat, and I painted the edge black. So he's going to be sitting on that sign that I need to paint, and they're all going to coordinate together. So I'm going to try to get this design done today, and a lot of other stuff done today, but yesterday I pretty much spent the day painting, prepping the main surface of different items, and then today I'm going to be chalking on them. So, but I thought I would just share you a little bit of chalking. I don't have any set ideas on what I'm doing with these 3 eggs, so you're kind of watching me in my thinking process, I guess. But I think he turned out pretty cute. I was going to use my big fern pattern, but I can't find my fern, so I found this wreath, and I thought, oh, let's just do this wreath instead. So just kind of going with it. I think it turned out cute. I think we'll add a little bit of berries in the guava color to pop out on that one. And then let's go ahead and do that, and then we can show you how I finish it with antiquing it and all that stuff. So let me just set the lids on top of these chalk pastes so they aren't drying out. But yes, Couture does have egg cutouts, and I ordered 5 or 6 sets of those. They're coming tomorrow, and we'll be using those for classes. And they're all the same size. You can see those on the website, and they come 3 sets, And then they have patterns for them to chalk patterns on the egg. So that will be a class that I will offer. And then I also ordered the houses, and I just ordered enough for, I don't like to do very big classes, like 4 people is enough, because I do them over at the store in Valley where I sell my stuff. We don't have a very big space, so I just 4 is my max of people that I do at a time over there. If I come to your house and I did a party, then we could have a few more people, but really 6 is a good number for, you know, to make sure you can help everybody and all that good stuff. So let me just set the lids on these, and we'll go to the next step. I am super thirsty today. Super thirsty. Okay, yeah, so check out the catalog, chalkcouture.com/Odessa Rose. And you can see all our new transfers for the season. Yeah, I mean, all this is chalking. Super cool. We have these patterns, C packet for flower patterns. I'm most excited about, oh man, I did get the birdhouse stuff. Super cute. I got all this coming. I really love this birdhouse here. This, I pretty much have all of these. I have that. I already have a lot of this stuff already. But the cool porch board welcome sign to make. I didn't order that yet, but I probably will, to make porch boards. And then you change out the O is a sunflower here, but you got another set of patterns, like with a heart, with the Easter egg, a star for the 4th of July, that you can change those out. And I don't know why they didn't put those next to that pattern, but they didn't. But I'm really excited about patterns because I like to layer, that's the patterns for the Easter egg cutouts. I love this bunny. I can't wait till he comes. He'll be coming tomorrow. Anyway, I'm excited about that, the patterns. I like to layer patterns. Here's the designs for the porch board. You can change out the O. Here's where they did the star for the different seasons. That's the fern I was looking for and I can't find it. But all these patterns. I've got boards waiting for the patterns to be finished on so I can get them ready to go. One of them being my boho. This guy, I want to put the boho pattern up here on this so I can finish him up. So, let's see. I kind of wish I could find a little silk screen of berries. I know we have them, I just gotta find them. Won't be in there. Even this monthly Couture has a silk screen of berries, so I'm going to snag that one out, and then I can put the berries around this wreath. So today for breakfast, we are trying to not buy any more groceries till we kind of clean out our pantry because it's just got too much stuff in it, too much. So John had bought at Costco a while back the big box, the little boxes of cereal, because he thought the grandkids would really like that, and they don't really pay too much attention to them. But anyway, so I had to have a bowl of Frosted Flakes this morning because they're trying to empty out our pantry. I'm like, I don't know, I always used to think I never bought them for my kids because I always thought they were too sugary. But by gosh, should we buy them for the grandkids, right? Gotta spoil them. And there also is a mini shredded wheats in there. And that's what Hank likes to eat, is the mini shredded wheats of all the cereals. Because there's like corn pops, and there's Fruit Loops and all that, and he picks out the mini shredded wheats. And he ate them. He loves them. So funny. So I'm taking these little berries that came in our Club Couture transfer and adding them to this wreath here, just to bring in some of that color. I'm just picking it up and laying it down several times. It doesn't take much chalk. I think I've only dipped my squeegee in there one time. I just keep going over it. I'm just going to add some more, I think. I'm going to put quite a few on here. Let's do this. Change the direction of them a little bit. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I think so. I don't think I need any more. Okay, now lay that in the water. Put the lid back on. Okay, so I added the color of that in there. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to show you how we can antique it a little bit. Okay. I'm going to take my chalk marker in black, and I think I want to make his eyes black. I think. I could watch you all day. Oh my gosh. I think a lot, so I always think I kind of get boring if you watch me. Okay, so these chalk markers, we also sell those at the website. You get white and black, and we also now have in our new catalog gold shimmer and silver shimmer markers, chalk markers, and those are also on their way. I think I forgot to order them in my first order, so they're in my second order, so I probably won't get those till next week because I forgot to order them. So I'm just going to fill in his eyes. So I'm going to make it look more like eyes. I think that helps. Yeah. Dry that too. Now I am going to take a little piece of sandpaper. It's pretty worn down. It's not a really, gritty one. It's a soft one. I'm just going to sand the edges just a little bit. They're kind of a sharp edge. I could have done that first, but that way it'll kind of wear down the chalk just to give it more of a worn look. And I actually probably need a new piece of chalk or a new piece of sandpaper. But it would make it go faster if I had a newer piece. Okay. Just smooth them up a little bit. Now, we're going to take that distressed ink and our dark wax. And like I said, it's perfectly fine. You can leave it like this if you want. I think the wax adds a little more dimension to our chalk paste. And then like I said, I just like to seal it in, and it just makes it smooth after it hardens. This distressed ink is what gives it that aged look. This does too, but this will even give it more of an aged look on the edges. And it's by Jim Holtz. He has a lot of scrapbooking supplies. And this is called distressed ink, but I know there's this is walnut stain one, but there's other shades of brown. I don't know if you could tell, but it just starts to give it that worn, dirty look. It defines the edge of the egg. So you just kind of dab it on. I like to do like the corners down here even a little bit more. And you can come in a little bit if you want it a little bit darker in different areas of the egg. Sorry, I can't see. And along the bottom. I do this on some of my signs too. It just depends on what look you want. So it's kind of just, you can see where it's darker. Yeah. And you can just kind of lightly brush it just to give it more antique look. Okay. Then you could either do it with the natural wax now or use the stain wax. I'm going to do the dark because I will also darken this up in here. So I'm going to wax it all. There it is. This is by Minwax. It's called Paste Finishing Wax. I keep my rag in there just to keep my rag soft. If I kept this out, then it would harden and you wouldn't be able to use it again. And it's hard. It's thick. You gotta rub it on your rag. And then lightly, I kind of start out lightly because I got chunks of it on my rag. Just kind of swirl it around at first. And you can see the stain starting to go into the wood grain. And again, it's darkening it a little bit more. It's also putting a wax over the chalk so when that hardens, it takes a while for it to harden. Then it will become a sealer. Not necessarily waterproof because this is like for furniture. And if you remember, I can remember back in the day when I was really little, we had wooden floors in our house and they were waxed. That was kind of before, I suppose before polyurethane was out much. And you had to be careful with the wax floors of them getting wet. Okay, so I'm going to put some on the edge, just to basically to stain the edge, because you can see like the layers of, there's like layers of wood in it. I don't know, you just see lots of layers. So I just kind of want to dirty it up. I will probably rub some on the back too, just so the back isn't white. Just kind of age it also, so it all blends in. A little bit of green paste on it. Okay, so I'm just going to rub this in. Alright guys, I think it's about done. I think just adding all that extra antique just makes it look more, I don't know, aged and handcrafted, but yet not just so slap on some chalk paste and call it done. It gives it more of a finished look, I guess. So there's our little bunny. Now, next we got to figure out what to do on these. I think I want to put the words Happy Easter, probably on the middle-sized one. And I'll probably do a pattern on it, and then somehow put Happy Easter on that. And then we'll do something else on this. I haven't decided, but that may take me some thinking, or I may do another project and then come back and finish these. So while I'm working on one project, I'll start thinking about what can I do to these guys. Probably definitely add some polka dots. Or I might wait until tomorrow when I get the patterns for Couture's eggs. I might use the pattern of them on this egg because I think it's close to being the same size. So I might just wait to get those to finish the set. But I think it's going to be really cool when we get this guy done in the same color scheme with the brown bunny. They're all going to look really cute together. So that's my plan. Hopefully I'll have it all done by the end of the day, and I'll post a picture of it this evening or later this afternoon, and you'll be able to see the set come to life. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good afternoon. Happy chalking to all you chalkers out there. And if you're not a chalker yet, reach out to me and I'll be glad to get you started and get you introduced to the chalking world. Have a great one, bye. Or have a great one, goodbye. I'll see you next time. Chalk with you later.